The rain is never the same color in this city. One day you're looking at normal water, next you see technicolor dreams washing across the gutters. I wanted to turn in early that night, but that night, everything turned topsy-turvy.
From the pen of Iridith Simmons, great author of crime mysteries, Thaumopolis News Radio proudly presents Strongbow and the Questing Murders, Chapter 1.
There was a rough wind that carried over the Travelers District that night. The kind of cool, dry thing that unnerves you. Makes you think of when to go out in the mountains, just outside city limits. The kind of thing that makes kids and grown-ups alike curl up in the corner, hoping that the Lost Devil is just a myth, holed up in the Pine Barrens. Anything can happen then. I closed up the office early. Rasmil and Steves were off doing their own thing, and I decided to walk down to the nearest bar and grab a drink. Finish the evening off real swell and calm.
Get your usual, Mr. Strongbow?
Sure thing, Jimmy. 2 gins on the rocks.
Coming right up, Mr. Strongbow. Say, you hear about what's going down by the wharfs?
Hey, barkeep, another round for me and my friends.
That drunk again.
Well, what'd you expect with this line of work, huh? Trash collectors?
Mr. Bold's guys drink here often enough, yeah. Give me 1 second, sport. Gotta draw something for this fella.
So, what were you saying about the docks?
Oh, right. Yeah. They're saying there's a body down that way. Half-eaten and bloody. Down by Tidewash.
Tidewash Street. That lousy part of town ought to be an honorary member of the Moxen. All kind of nasty crap ends up there. Well, I had my drinks and shuffled out the door. Don't know what possessed me to do it other than raw gumption and curiosity. I wasn't on the clock, but that ain't never stopped me before. I barely saw the troll fella follow me out, but he reeked of booze from shelves so low that I didn't even know him. He was, hard to miss. Easy does it, I tells myself. Might just be stumbling on home. And then again...
Alright, dork, hands up! Pull me up the wallet and any loose change you got.
Sorry, pal. Only thing loose I ever carry are dames. Wouldn't want to share the kind I get anyway. They're usually in handcuffs.
No jokes. Pull me up.
Alright. Frozen in my tracks.
Yeah! Oh, my nose.
Now why are you tailing me, bum? Huh?
Alright.
Better answer, fella, before I start losing my temper.
Alright, sorry, mister. It's just a rough streak lately, you know?
Sure, but even a booze hound like you knows better than to jump someone like me this late at night. Plenty of humans and elves walking around, better targets. Come on, you big palooka, why follow me, huh?
You was the only one on the streets, honest.
I'm getting real sick of asking nicely.
Jimmy, down at the bar. He was running his mouth too much, and then my boss wanted me to keep an eye on anyone he said anything to.
Who is your boss?
I'd
talk real fast if I was you.
The Koshers. They didn't want nobody to find out about the bodies down at the docks.
Well, they're doing a pretty poor job if someone like Jimmy is spouting his mouth.
They want to keep anybody off the payroll out of it. He said you might poke your nose into it.
Me specifically? Well, I'd be on it if I weren't so steamed. What's your name, kid?
Grum Peabody.
Tell you what, Grum. You never saw me, and I never saw you. 'Cause if I did see you, that'd mean I'd have to slap some cuffs on you and give you to the commissioner. Who knows what happens to a troll kid like you in the meantime?
I ain't never seen ya. I ain't never seen ya.
Now see, that's more like it. Scram, kid! And to think I was looking forward to a quiet night in. I didn't have to follow my nose on this one. Wasn't being paid anything to look. All I had was my gun and a knack for getting into trouble. But I wanted to. I wanted to help out. This was my part of town, and I liked to keep it clean. I'd have to let the Doc and Sneebs know later, but I felt obligated. I wanted to know more.
We will continue with The Questing Murders after a message from these sponsors. Are you smoking more now but enjoying it less? Well, my friends, that is because you are smoking a less gratifying brand. Lamia brand cigarettes produce the finest in tobacco products, without sacrificing any of the flavor. Only the finest athletes, musicians, and actors smoke Lamia. And that means that you should too. Try out Lamia cigarettes today. Lamia, the magical taste that you've been waiting for. And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
The smell of the docks has always gotten under my skin, and my sinuses. Rotten flesh and bad eggs, and not necessarily the food kind in either case. I arrived around midnight.
Hey! You ain't supposed to be here! Police order! There's something wrong on the dock.
Yeah? Who's investigating? Catch any of the names?
Oh, no, mister. They flashed their badges and went on in. I didn't question the authorities.
And, what were they wearing?
Big coats and badges, mister. What else would you wear in this kind of weather?
I see. Well, tell you what. How about I slide you a few bucks and you let me look in on our friends myself?
No, I couldn't, mister. They said...
Look, I'm a friend, fella. I'm bringing the tall one his dinner. Wife's about dead with worry.
Oh, well, in that case, I guess it's not a big deal. You'll be quick though, won't ya?
Like a ferry with the runs. Take it easy, friend. Of course, I was going to take my sweet time if I needed to. There was something ominous about the whole situation. Felt off. Like the whole truth ain't gonna come easy. Too bad I turn out to be right about that one.
So, what? Do we hide him?
Course not you, Mook. We gotta get rid of it.
Well, I ain't cutting him up right here. There's gonna be blood everywhere.
You lummox, get a boat. A real small one with oars. We're gonna drop him at the bottom of the harbor. Already got weights and everything.
Are we gonna say anything?
Are you okay. Fine. May this egghead rest in peace, yada yada. He's found peace in the afterlife, blah blah. Soul goes to live with his ancestors. Are you friggin' happy now? Can we get this guy down, or do you want to kiss him and see if he wakes up?
Ooh, I was just saying. Sheesh.
Those were Kasha Clan, alright. Meanest gang in Thaumopolis. But what were they doing with the body? They were cleaning up, sure, but they probably weren't the mooks who did the guy in.
Alright, fella. Hands where I can see him.
And just like that, any prospect for a peaceful night were gone for good. You got it, pal. Sorry, just taking a leisure-like walk. Say, you know where a fella can find a drink this time of night?
No funny business. Be quiet or I'll blow your head in.
And here I thought you was the welcoming committee.
A wise guy, huh?
Nah, wise has never been my strong suit.
Nice and easy, fella. You're coming with us.
What the heck? Who's that?
Caught him snooping around in the shadows. What do we do with him?
Well, we can't keep him around. He's seen too much. Too much of what? I didn't see nothing, fella. Just out for a stroll.
I says we shoot him.
Oh, I wouldn't do that, fellas.
And why not?
Because I've got lightning reflexes and an enchanted shirt that reflects bullets. Because there's a crack army of trained fairies waiting for me to get back who will eat you guys alive if you don't. Oh, and because I'm stupid enough to try this! Thankfully, I told 2 lies and a truth. Now you boys sit tight. I'm gonna crack the both of you over the head with those guns. No more! That's what I thought. Now, let's take a look at this body. Oh my gods.
Tune in next week to hear Chapter 2 of The Questing Murders. If you like your programming mixed with great music, tune in for Tidy Tusk's Radio Hour every Thursday at 5 p.m. Here's a show that promises to keep Thursdays from dragging on. So keep an eye on your local newspapers for the time of Tidy Tusk's Time. This is Johnny Rockwell speaking for Thaumopolis News Radio. Keep your days magical, folks.